You are a leader, and that is why these things are actually very pertinent to my heart, and I felt I really needed to share them with us because we are raising leaders. We are rising leaders. You get what I mean? As we are growing into the different places that God has called us to be, we are rising leaders. The first thing he said that actually stood out for me was build the right team first. Hey friends, welcome back here. So on Friday or last week, I and this amazing team literally had something. We were celebrating, or we were surprising our team leader with a surprise dinner. He did not know about it, but we did it. And I guess we surprised him. I don't know. As you know, birthdays, as you know, dinners, as you know, such occasions never go out without people speaking out their hearts, special messages, and then also the birthday baby or the birthday person also speaking out something. You get what I mean? There are certain things that he actually mentioned when it was time for him to speak that literally stood out for me. Now, this is a team leader of our photography team. He's a team leader of Studio Fanero, the church photography team. And the things he shared, well, he shared them as the team leader, yeah? And the reason why I'm sharing them right here with us is that all of us are born with the nature of a leader within us. Whether it is leading an organization, whether it is leading a team at work, whether it's actually leading a class as a class monitor, whether it's actually leading a family as a man, whether it's actually leading a small savings group, you get what I mean, as a woman, you are a leader. And that is why these things are actually very pertinent to my heart, and I felt I really needed to share them with us because we are raising leaders. We are rising leaders. You get what I mean? As we are growing into the different places that God has called us to be, we are rising leaders. The first thing he said that actually stood out for me was build the right team first. You are a leader, you're required. It's actually an obligation for you to give results, an obligation for you to actually take care of the very many things that you're supposed to take care of as a leader. But it is very much important because you cannot do it alone. So it's very much important that you build the right team first. It's very much important that you build the right character in them, the right mind in them. Let them get a share of the heart that you have towards whatever you're leading. You get what I mean? And this is what this man is doing. This is what this man has done. And I can literally see the workflow. His workflow has all the burden, all the things that he's supposed to be doing as a leader. They have reduced because he has invested himself. He has actually given himself out. He has poured into the team to build the right team first. So it is very much important to us who have teams and to you who are about to get teams as you're rising in that course or in the journey of your leadership. It is very much important to invest. Very much important to invest your primal time, your primal years, or your primal weeks or months as a leader of a particular body into building the right team that will save you time in the future. And then the second thing that actually stood out for me in this conversation, he was sharing of how they were brought up, like from their home, like the background of their home. It was like at their particular home, family was a priority. Like they had a specific day in a week where they were supposed to meet, whether you wanted to or you never wanted to, whether you're very busy or you're not very busy. Why? Because this was in the culture, this was in the norm of that particular family. That family is family. We are supposed to meet, we're supposed to koinonia, we're supposed to fellowship, we're supposed to commune, we're supposed to work together, we are supposed to share experiences together as a family. You get what I mean? And this actually reminded me of a quote I read somewhere. I don't remember, but I read it somewhere on the internet that impactful homes actually make impactful communities. Like the thing that you get from a home can actually make a community. So you as a leader, for example, he has literally made us a family. People that were initially strangers, people that we are coming from very different backgrounds, but we are now a family. We work together. We love spending time together. We love sharing experiences together. We love speaking to each other, not only about photography, but also about business, about life, about career, about relationships. You get what I mean? Why? Because now we have become a family. So you as a leader, it will be your sole responsibility to actually make this whole group of people become one. Because two cannot literally work together or walk together except they agree. So the quicker or the faster you as a leader are in position to make this diverse group of people become one, become a family, the quicker results you're going to get, the more efficient your team is going to become. And I have a feeling the more bonded you are going to become. And then the very last thing that actually stood out for me, he said, have patience with people, especially those that are actually walking the journey that you have walked before. I'll give you a typical example. Let's say I've climbed the tallest mountain, Mountain Everest, and I've climbed up to the peak of the mountain. I know the challenges, I know the difficulties, I know the things that will literally test the passion out of you, that the thing that will literally test and sort of suck the juice out of you on your way to actually that top of that particular mountain. So when I'm addressing or when I get to be faced with someone who is climbing that particular mountain that I've climbed, the mountain that I know the challenges and then the testations that you actually undergo before you get on the top, I will have patience with them. Why? Because I know the journey and I know what I did and I know what to do and I know when to do and I know how to do it. So as a leader, irrespective of where you've been, irrespective of where you've gone, have patience with people. Because the more you have patience with people, the more you have grace with people that are literally walking the journey that you have walked, that are literally under you as a leader, the more comfortable they're going to be in learning and making sure they become the thing that you want them to become. Not because they are on pressure, not because they have to, but simply because they don't want to disappoint you, who has had grace on them when they are falling, who has had grace on them on their tough days. So it's very much important to have patience on the people that we are leading. I remember very well the first day I came, he gave me a camera to go and shoot. I shot, all my photos were white. And I thought I'd actually understood the exposure triangle, but I'd gotten it wrong. I had literally gotten the knowledge of what the exposure triangle is. This is the shutter, this is the shutter speed, this is the ISO, this is the aperture. Like I knew all those things, but I did not get the understanding of those things. So when he gave me the camera, I took white photos. At first I thought, how am I going to take this camera back to the man? Isn't he going to scotch me? But he did not. He just told me, this and this and this is what you're supposed to adjust, because he has literally walked that journey. He was patient with me. I am where I am right now simply because a certain man was patient with me during my learning process. So it's very much important as you, a leader, to have patience with people. Simon, speaking the African way of things that actually do matter. I'll see us in the next one. Peace out.